Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course you know exactly where I am, down at the Pepper Mill, and I have Trizah with me. Trizah is a comedian in Las Vegas. How hard is it for a woman to be a comedian in Vegas? Because you got to be on all the time. Trizah, how are you?
I am good, Ninon. How are you doing
I'm doing
today?
great. Well, I got you on the show, so I'm doing pretty cool, aren't I? How cool can you get?
Right.
So, you know, it fascinates me. Comedians kind of have to be on all the time, but then people with them don't want them on all the time.
Exactly, yeah. My kids hate it. I'm totally annoying. My kids say I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, like they don't like to go to the store with me, because everything is a joke. Everything is a joke.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then after all, because I remember Shecky Green was a very good friend of mine, still is a good friend of mine, and everything was a joke. And you're right, because after a while, it's like, can we just be straight?
Yeah,
yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes when we own. And like if something's funny and we just in the zone, we just in the zone. We can't turn it off. Like I've said inappropriate jokes in church. You know what I'm saying? So
that's really.
So it's
hey,
crazy.
wait a minute. That's stretching it a little bit.
It is stretching it, but it's the comedian sense of humor where you just have no filter and it just comes out. It just comes out.
And I think it's sort of when you see a moment or you see something, you can twist it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what I was saying to you. I was saying, people ask me, where do I come from? And I say, my mother.
Right.
Well, yeah, well, that's where I come from, isn't it?
That would be, well, actually your father, so.
My mother and father.
Yeah,
Without the two of them, I guess I wouldn't be
you
here.
wouldn't be here, yeah.
So how is it going for you in Vegas?
It's going well. Oh my goodness. If you just want to name the stuff up and down the street.
I want to name the stuff up and down the street where you've been.
I've been at Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
I've been at the Park Theater, the new one.
The new park, yes, which they're advertising a lot.
Yep. I've been at the Mirage several times, and then I've done the Planet Hollywood and Hard Rock. So you know the big one, the joint.
Yes.
So yeah, I've had a good run in Vegas. I have it, and then I've done a lot of local clubs. Like this one down the street, the Luna Lounge, and they do comedy there. The guy that does radio out here, 97.5, Mike P. He does a show at the Luna Lounge.
And you go with him and the two of you?
I pop up in there and we tear the club up.
Do you like to have another comedian doing comedic things with you at the same time, or does that take that away from you?
You know what? I do a show, it's like couples comedy. It's called the Baby Mama Drama Show.
Baby Mama Drama Show?
Yes.
Oh, you got that in 1 second.
It's
pretty cool.
It's a Baby Mama Drama Show. And actually me and one of my baby daddies do the show together.
And then you got a baby daddy? Oh my God, these are all babies, I get that.
Girl, I got 5 kids by 5 baby daddies.
Wait. 5 different fathers?
Yeah, I refuse to make the same mistake twice.
Hang on, this is getting very confusing. I don't know if this is a joke or whether it's in real life.
No,
let's clarify this.
Yes. I got 5 kids by 5 baby daddies because I refuse to make the same mistake twice.
So you made it 5 times?
I made it 5 times.
That's a joke in itself. But hang on a second. This is true life.
Yeah, this is true life. And one of my baby daddies, we actually do a couples comedy where we just on the stage. Or do you remember like Carol Burnett and Tim Conway?
I don't like to say yes, I know.
Yeah. But that's what it is. Like we get on stage and we just have this banter, and the crowd thinks we're arguing, and we just going off, and the guys is like on his side and the women is on my side, and
so
it just turns
what I'm getting from you is this is very spontaneous.
Yes.
So you're picking up from what's going on actually
in real time,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I always think that written jokes are fine.
Yeah.
But when you have this spontaneity of anything, which is what we're doing right now, because I never met this lady before. I don't know, she's pretty cool though, I have to say that.
I am her chocolate daughter. She had me back
I
in
got a chocolate daughter.
when it wasn't cool to have black kids, when white ladies couldn't keep their little brown babies. And she dropped me off on B Street, and I found her. I'm here, Mom.
Oh, this is getting from, I mean, we're really cooling it.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is that Oreo cookie? Is the black and white inside or something?
Exactly. That's exactly
what
happened. Don't let her fool y'all though. This is my real mama. I turned her down on Ancestry.com. This is my birth mom.
Hello. Hi. Listen, but I want to find out one thing I need to find out. How old are you?
I'm 44.
You're too old to be my child.
Oh, okay.
You're too old to be my child, but I'll accept you as my daughter.
Okay.
Anyway, what we call is sis.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Can I be your sister?
Yeah, you
We'll
can be my
sisters.
sister.
There you go. This is
I'm
part
gonna
of
have
my-
to put some braids in your hair like mine. There we go.
Can I have some blonde braids?
Yeah, you can get blonde.
I don't want blonde
Girl,
braids. I
they
want blonde braids.
You can get any
or even
color,
sort of
girl.
off red or something.
Yeah, we'll get you some
Hey,
blonde
wait a
with some
second.
strawberry highlight.
I just got a fabulous idea. I think you and I should be on stage together as two comedians.
Okay.
And the comedic side of my life, because I have a little bit of this going on inside, but I've never allowed to have it out there. The reason being because I've got this prim and proper English woman I'm supposed to be.
Right. But I know the real you.
Real me. There you go. So how hard was it for you to get into the arena of comedians? Was it hard or difficult? What was it?
You know what? My journey is different. I think every comedian's
Definitely
journey
different.
is different.
She's definitely different.
Yeah, because I started doing comedy because I was selling tickets for my nonprofit organization called Gems. And I was selling tickets to a comedy show. I wanted them to sponsor some of the tickets. I go to the comedy club and the lady's like ignoring me. She's running around trying to get the show together. And I was like, well, I'm here from Gems. I'm Miss Morris. You know, you're going to buy these tickets.
Don't you recognize me that you knew who I am?
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
like, are you going to buy
really?
these tickets? And she said, I need somebody to go on stage in 5 minutes. She was like, I said, look, I'll go on stage. You buy these tickets. And I ended up going on stage, came in second place in a comedy competition, and the people just started booking me. That's how.
The reason I like that is pretty cool is because Vegas is so hard to get into.
It is.
And I hate to say that everybody is in competition with everybody
It
here.
is.
I've never
It
lived in a
is.
town like that because I've never been in competition with anybody.
Right.
Because I don't believe in competition. But this town is really tough.
Yeah, it is.
You really
Especially
got
for
to-
female comedians.
Well, that's what I was asking. That was the reason I was asking that, because I
It's
know
rough.
for female anything is.
Yes.
But I have to say one thing about the female side of life, since I'm one of them,
Okay.
is that I think we make it harder than it actually is. I don't think we actually realize as women who we are and what we are.
Exactly.
Because we put it into ourselves. And I don't know why we've ever done that. I've never done that. We put
Right.
ourselves into a second position.
We do.
We're not a second position.
Not at
There is
all.
men who are first position and women who are first position.
Right.
And without the woman, we don't have anybody.
Anyway, but you know what I found out? If you find your strength before the struggle, then you can coast through it.
Yes.
See, a lot of times you got to go through stuff and you get feeling beat down and worn out, and then you be like, I'm super bitch, you know what I'm saying? But then if you do that first, then you're ready for anything.
That's right. And I think, I think we ought to just be women, be who we are,
Yeah,
and march
yeah.
forward as to what we are and who we are. I certainly do not want to be a man. I don't
No.
want to take a man's position.
Not at
I don't
all.
want the responsibility of walking out of the door and having to bring a living home for
Right.
this family. How many children? 5?
5, honey,
children.
5.
Now, let me,
yes.
I want to ask you back to these kids thing. Do all the fathers ever come at one time to your house? I mean, that would be great.
Well, one of them can't make it because he's incarcerated.
Okay.
And then one of them is deceased. And
Okay.
then, but I tried to do a get together, but it's like, it was weird because they was all sitting around talking about me. Like
Okay.
they all retrieved to the bedroom and to the living room, and I'm in my bedroom, but I can hear them talking, and all of they comparing notes. They talking about me. They talking about
mom did and what mom didn't.
yeah, like I hate this about her and I hate that about her. And then my kids, when they get into it with each other, they like, well, your daddy didn't buy you nothing for Christmas, and he'd be like, well, your daddy forgot you at school, and they
I think I opened up a can of worms. I think I opened up something that really should have been very, very tightly sealed.
But it's
But
funny.
at the same time, it has to be amusing.
It is. The crowd loves it, and
Yeah.
that's all I do is talk about my kids, their dads.
Well, at least
stuff I
one
go
thing for
through.
sure. One thing for sure. When you talk about your kids and your family, you don't have to memorize anything.
No.
Because it actually happens
In real time, every day.
In every
Every
day.
day.
And it's funny how I look at an audience. They seem to like that. They seem to like when you kind of attack yourself.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
attack yourself and kind of put yourself, I'm not saying up or down or in or out, whatever. But when you
Right.
attack yourself, they love that. Well,
Yeah.
I did that, and then my kids,
They identify. All my crowd, my fans, they identify with me because you didn't feel like picking up your husband drawers off the floor, and your daughter's room is filthy, and your son just won't
this is
take
so
out the
funny.
trash. Like everybody goes through it's just family stuff. So that's why my
But they
crowd,
all go through it, so they relate to it.
yeah. And it's stuff that they don't want to talk about. And I tell them in the crowd, be like, girl, when you get home, tell him to pick his own drawers up. And then they just start clapping and laughing.
I don't have a husband to do that. But I have to say, when I did have a husband, I had a husband for 29 years.
Oh, wow.
And I did
That's
everything.
a sentence.
I paid my dues.
Yeah.
I don't have to get married again because I paid my dues for 29 years.
Yes,
I did
yes.
it. But I did pick up for him. I mean, I said to somebody one day, and they thought I was absolutely, totally crazy. And I said I was a servant to my husband, and that's what I wanted to be.
Right.
But he was also a servant to me because he gave me more than anything that any woman would wish. I had the greatest husband in the entire world. He bought me everything.
Okay, that makes a great husband.
I'm going to tell one story and then I got to go. Oh, you got to go. Someone's got to go. One story. Takes me to Pasadena. Takes me into the Rolls Royce dealership. We're walking around the Rolls Royce dealership. This is a true story. And he said, you know, and he's looking at this beautiful off-white Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
There and then, on the spot, he bought it for me.
I'm impressed. Well, let me tell you, I went to Popeyes and my baby daddy went and bought me. I went in there and I looked on the board and I wanted a 3-piece and he bought it for me.
You got a 3-piece.
I got a 3-piece.
You got a 3-piece.
Yeah. And she got a Rolls Royce.
And I don't know to this day whether I thanked him much because, you know, you don't just go shopping for a Rolls Royce. I mean, this just doesn't happen. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I actually drove it home and I thought, oh, this is mine. And it was like, but that's how good he was.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
I've never met a man like that.
Well, we've got to find one for you.
I
don't think you're going to find one in this town because they really kind of want to keep things to themselves.
Yeah, they do.
The men in this town, if anything, they want you to buy dinner.
Ain't that crazy? How did the tables turn? How did that happen?
Well, they ain't turned with me, so I don't go out to dinner because I ain't buying any guy a dinner. I can assure you right now, no man is going to get a dinner from me. Except maybe my brother or maybe somebody. Maybe Steve, my producer. Maybe I'll buy him dinner. Well, I bought him dinner anyway. Yeah. On that, well, how can people reach you?
They can reach me at the Baby Mama Drama Tour on Instagram, or Trizah Can Do What She Like on Facebook. I also have a nonprofit organization called GEMS, Getting Every Mother Situated, and you can reach us at GEMS911 services at gmail.com.
She's got lots of places you can reach her. Just look her up and find her and book her. That's all you need to do. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.
It's noisy today.
Yeah.